It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
These two teams, of course, met last year in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And, a lot of people were calling that kind of a throwback game to the 70s of the old NFL. And the Rams would get out to the 23-7 lead. Cowboys tried to make a late push, but the Rams would hold on for the 30 to... Rush coming, and he's taken down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That was a safety blitz by Eric Weddle.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. And 58 is a mic.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 26 and a first down. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. On first down, it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
55 mark, guys, 55. And here we go.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's letting it fly for Cook. And this is caught inside the 5. Give him 30 yards there. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your opponent because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Come on, fellas.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Value three.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Tiger. They can't hang with that. Shell. Hey, box truck. 2 for 1.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Get off the field. Tighten up.
Out of the gun. Gone. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down.
Well, you think about the two quarterbacks in this game, Goff and Prescott. And, of course, Jared Goff, the first pick back in the 2016 class. Prescott, that same class, but he was in the 4th round, pick number 135. But Dak would take home Offensive Rookie of the Year honors. Fear not, though, for Jared Goff. He would recover, of course, and lead the Rams to Super Bowl 53 in that eventual loss to the Patriots.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Now Gurley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Cowboys' 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
You got nothing. 14. Hey, Delta.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
58, Mike. Go.
On second and 12, Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Corey Littleton. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Go 58's the mic. It's a party now. Hey, kill.
Third and long for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Motion out of the backfield.
Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Prescott on first down. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Marr on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And down to the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now it's Gurley. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 5 now. Goff, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. 7 yards there and a first down.
Complete to Todd Gurley. 1st and goal, Los Angeles.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On 1st and goal, Gurley stiff-armed him. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
76.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got 3 down. Switch. 47. Switch. Get him on. Hey. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Cut. Shift.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's get off the field.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott over the middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Check the back.
Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. Complete to Jason Witten. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. On first down, it's Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, Prescott. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one taken from the 7. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Under 10. Check 43.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw this time. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Ric Flair. 11.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his 2nd NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Under. We're going to 54. Line in. 58.
On first and 10, Prescott escapes the sack. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Here we go, 46.
To the air again, Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Joker. Done.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. John Johnson, one of the leading tacklers from the safety position in the NFL, there to make the stop.
At the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Swerve, hey. 58, come on. I know he ain't got it. 26.
Prescott down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 37 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Goff on third down. Higbee secures it over the middle. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
We're good. We're good. Hey, echo. Hey, you don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I got you. son.
The Rams going for it on fourth. Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Henderson will try to run for the first. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this won't make it. Off the crossbar and no good. And a big letdown there as this remains a tie game. That close to taking a 4th quarter lead, but the goalposts, they had other plans.
I thought it was on target. It looked good off his foot, but then doink, off the metal and out. And those are the kind of breaks that can definitely swing a ball game.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means...
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Michael Brockers in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Go, get out there, get out there. Check 4, check 4. 24 is the mark. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, line in. Check 50, check 50. Out. Check.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
I'm here all day. Check 37. Check 37. He's coming. We got cover.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Prescott to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
47. 58, right there. Hey, tight. Slam. No running, quick.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
He was covered by Eric Weddle.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Prescott on fourth down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the